Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be doing some marbling using a couple of different techniques, and just to let you know, the tips I am using are from Amazon, and this is kind of like a recent purchase, and I've been using these tips for a while now and these are absolutely amazing. I just wanted to show you one because they have this really nice kind of curve to them, this kind of apex here, and I really like that. It's not the best, but they're really good for press-ons and for my flexi hand, which I do use. Also, a bit of a disclaimer, this nail did come off. This was from a previous video, the polygel dual forms video using the Rosalind polygel kit, and this nail came off already, so yeah, just a little update on that. So in today's video I'm going to be using my flexi hand from Glitter Planet UK, and I'm basically going to show you different ways to marble using a gel polish. So here I've got my resin plate and I've picked out a couple colours. Here's what the colours are. These are just some bluish I wanted to do like a blue marble with a bit of like a sparkly kind of a dark sparkle and some white as well. So I want to see how this goes, and for this you're going to be needing a flat brush. I have this one here. It's kind of a rounded, it's got a bit of gel in there, I'll clean that in a minute, but it's this kind of rounded flat brush which I'm going to use, and I'm also going to be using some lint-free wipes to clean the nail and the brush really. And then you're just going to need some acetone. To start off, to do the kind of marble effect, you're going to need a little palette. Here I'm just using my resin plate one, and I'm using this beautiful colour from Glitterbels. It's called Wedding Ring. I've done a swatch on this and an unboxing of all the Glitterbel products I have, and I'm going to put some of that on my palette in a kind of in a line, and I'm not going to make it too thick, but you kind of just want about that much. That's not a lot really. And then I'm going to use a dark blue colour, and then I'm going to do the same thing with that and just put it right next to that blue. Don't worry if the colours touch, it's not really a big deal. And then I'm going to go in with that really pretty sparkly greyish colour, and I'm going to add that as well. And I'm not sure if I should add white, but let's just experiment and see, because I don't really have anything in mind. I'm just kind of going with the flow here. I've just picked out a bunch of colours that I think would look nice, so we'll just see how they go. And now the trick to this marble is you can use a dotting tool, which I have here. So here I've got a dotting tool with a really tiny end, as you can see there, or you can just use a brush. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to swirl the colours into each other. You don't want to go overboard with this, because then you won't have a nice, your colours will just blend in too much with each other. So I'm just going to go in one more time, and I'm just going to swirl the colours through each other. I feel like that silver kind of greyish colour got lost in there a bit, but it's fine. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to clean off my dotting tool, my lint-free wipe, and I'm going to bring back the nails. So here's the nails. I'm going to start with this finger, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my flat brush. As you can see, I'm going to just clean that off really quick. Okay, so now that I've cleaned off my brush, I'm just going to scoop up the gel, and it's important that you have a flat brush, because it will act as like a spatula. So you can pick up in any direction. You can go this way or this way, but I want all the colours, so I'm just going to scoop up this way. And once I have that on my brush, I'm going to just, I'm not going to rotate the brush this way as it will smush all the colours. I'm going to keep it like this, and I'm just going to start to move those around on the nail so that they basically release really nicely on the brush, and as you and as you can see, that's already created a nice effect. So I'm just going to keep doing that, and I'm going to actually turn my brush to the side so that it picks off whatever is on the edge as well, and that is what will give us a nice effect of all the colors. Now I feel like that silver is not showing through so much, so don't worry if that happens. You are probably better off adding the sparkly stuff at the end. So I've just cleaned off my brush, and I'm gonna go in again. Okay, and I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. And these colors are absolutely beautiful. I'm really happy I picked up these colors. I don't know, I really like how the white is just like in the middle. I kind of want a bit more white, but it's fine. I'm never gonna place it this way. I'm just always gonna keep my brush like this or like this. So I'm just gonna go in like this now and just try to release whatever is on my brush. So yeah, now I'm gonna add a bit more white because I feel like it might need some more. Along this way, just like that, and then I'm just gonna repeat that. Perfect, and then I'm just gonna place that on here. Oh, that's really pretty. I love that. It just reminds me of this, of a beach or something, like really nice clear waters. This is just what it reminds me of. And I'm just gonna fill in any spots that I feel might be a bit I might have left out, like here on the side. So I'm just gonna use, now here's one you can just like tap because there's product on here, but don't ever drag it. So I'm just gonna tap it and it'll fill those in really nicely. And that's it. I'm just tapping it. Okay, perfect. I love that. That is so beautiful. Oh, I just touched up my finger. Okay, so now that that's almost done, I'm just going to tap where there's any blank spots, because I want that to be nice and filled. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, and I'm just going to wipe off my brush. Oh, I forgot this side. I'm just going to pick up a tiny bit more, just the tiniest amount. I'm just going to go in those gaps where it's blank. Just touching the colour in those blank spaces so that it doesn't move everything else around too much. And that is the first nail done. Now, if for any reason you're not happy with it, you can just get your brush or a dotting tool and just kind of, because this kind of looks a bit too straight for my liking, so I'm just gonna kind of mess around with that blue just a little bit so it doesn't look so straight. Okay, that's nice, and it just blends that blue. I don't want to touch the white, just the blue. I just want that light colour to disperse into that dark kind of colour. And the same thing here. I want these lines a bit more blended. So I'm just gonna run my dotting tool through this line. Just like that. And that is already so much more blended. Now that that nail is absolutely perfect, I'm going to be curing that for 60 seconds in an LED lamp that I have. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go in with that sparkly colour that kind of got lost in there. So I'm just going to put some of that on my palette. And I'm going to go in with that same brush. You can just go in with a liner, a thin liner brush, but I'm just going to pick it up on this, and I'm just going to place it in some of the darker areas. It just brings out a bit of that sparkle without brightening up the area too much. Like, I still want to keep the dark areas quite dark and the light areas quite light. So yeah, but you could go in with the silver over the white area or the light blue area. I just want to keep it nice and dark here. Yeah, so that's just what I choose to do. Marble is so versatile. You can have so many color combinations, so many ways of swirling it. You know, I could have gone this way and then that way, and then there's just so much to marbling with gel. And I'm just going to disperse these lines out a little bit, so I don't want them too thick. I just want them nice and thin. And I've already cured this, so and again, another plus with gel. Don't have to worry about messing up the colours too much, and it just gives a bit of that sparkle, bit of depth, if you like. I might just go a tad bit more here. Side. I love that, that is so nice. Okay, now that's done, I'm just going to cure that again. So for the next nail, I'm going to be using some of glitterbels, her pink shade. And in case you're wondering, I went over this with the gel polish because it's see-through here and it might cure inside of the polish. So on this one is called On Wednesdays We Wear, and I've picked up this beautiful kind of sparkly purple shade with a bit of like the blue flexes. Absolutely love the shade, it's one of my favorite. This one's called Possum Sparkle, and then I've just got a random gold glitter which I might go in the end. Now with this technique it's a bit different because you don't need a you can go straight onto the nail with this one. You don't need to go on with a brush or anything. So this one I'm just going to place the colours randomly on the nail, and you can go in whatever direction you want for these. So I'm just going to go in this direction, and I'm placing all of the first colour in first, and then I'm going to be doing the other colour second. So I'm placing that kind of thick, not super thick, but yeah, just so that when you blend them they don't get lost in each other, because you put on a really thin layer, you want them kind of thick. And then I'm going to go with that beautiful purple. I'm just going to do the exact same thing, just place that in between. Don't worry if you get any on the skin or practice hand, it's just silicone or it's just skin, you know, it will come. Just wipe it off and it will come off. Yeah, so that is what that looks like. Now I don't know if I should go with some gold. I'm going to try blob in some gold in some spots like here. See how that goes later. Oh, this combo is going to be so good. Yeah, I feel like the gold might get lost, but it's fine because I don't mind adding it at the end. So now with this technique, you're gonna use your dotting tool, and you're gonna just basically swirl the colors around on the nail, just like this, just like that. Just keep swirling them until you get a really nice kind of marble effect. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, and that is what that looks like. I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you can see. It's not too noticeable, but it is there, and it looks so pretty in real life. And I was right about that gold, it did get lost, but it's so pretty that I'm just going to put some on my dotting tool. And I'm just going to run that through. Yes, okay, perfect. So I'm just going to wipe that off and run that through. It'd be easier to put this on your palette, but I've put my palette away for now, so I'm just going to run that through that beautiful mix that we have. I don't know why it's not showing up so nice on camera, but I'll show you in a minute what it actually looks like if I can, or I'll insert a picture if I have to. But it is really pretty. Let's see if I can show you a bit up close. Let's see if I can zoom out and show you. Okay, that's a bit better of what I mean. It's really nice and it does look good. Let's see if I can put this down a bit. There we go. It does marble really nice. I feel like if you did this with a much more contrasting colors, it would show up better, but the technique still works and it is amazing. And that was like less than a minute, so I really recommend this technique for beginners. I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to get that brush and just clean up on the edge because I don't want to cure that. Now I've been using this flexi hand for quite a few months now, and I can confirm and say that it is amazing. I absolutely love this flexi hand. So easy to do like practicing on, display work on, absolutely amazing. So I highly recommend this hand. So I'm just going to cure this one now. And now for the next nail, I wanted to do like a rose quartz kind of a nail, and for that I'm going to start with applying a super thin layer of just a pink polish. I'm going to apply it really thin so it doesn't look too pigmented, so I'm just going to apply that really thin on the nail.
We hold each other high, but we fall 1,000 times, but I'd never say goodbye.
Now I've got that on, I'm just going to cure that. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with some white, and the white I'm using is just a regular, I'm just going to use a regular kind of white. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like dot that or put random lines on the nail. Now this is going to be the first layer, so it's going to be really a really thin kind of layer. It's not going to be, it's going to be kind of that layer that gives depth. It's not really going to show up too much. So I'm just going to grab a gel brush that I have. So this is a gel brush that I've got, and I'm just going to wet that and clean it off. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to disperse these edges just so that it doesn't look so obvious. I want these lines to be nice and dispersed.
If I gave you a wig, would you keep it in a bottle, lie in bed and pour a drink of me, and let your friends think you're developing a problem, but we're happier than it could be?
And then cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Now I don't have a super sheer pink, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that colour we applied on the base and I'm going to mix that in with a bit of top coat. Here I've just got a random one from Amazon, sorry. And I'm just going to mix quite a lot of that top coat with the pink. I'm just going to mix that around with the gel brush to create a really thin wash of pink, but just a little bit to cover or hide that white. So I'm just going to go over that. I'm just going to cure that again. Okay, now that that is cured again, I'm going to go in with more white, and I'm just going to go in the opposite direction of the first lines we did. So I'm just going to go this way, and this way, and then this way. You don't want a lot, you want a really nice thin layer because you're going to be dispersing these out anyway, so you won't be needing a lot.
Something changing the way we go, like everyone around us thinking that they should have a say, but they don't. Well, maybe I can love you, babe, or maybe I'm too afraid of getting less than I gave. I'm not that brave.
And once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to cure that again in my lamp for 60 seconds. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go in with that pink from my palette, and I'm just going to go over that again. Now for the last nail, I just wanted to do kind of like the same technique as the other one, but a different kind of style of a nail. And here I'm just using glitterbels lemon juice, and then I'm going in with a bit of temptation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my brush, and I'm just going to kind of swirl those colors in together. Just kind of simple marbling, I guess. And then I also wanted to go in with some pink up top. Just a little bit of pink, and I'm gonna just go in with a brush, maybe with my Young Nails brush. All these nails, and I absolutely love how these turned out. I always use these techniques for marbling. They always work out so well. Let me know what you thought down below in the comments. Would you try this technique out? Would you not use this technique? What technique do you use? Just let me know down below. And I would love to know what you guys use, and if this video was helpful, please do hit the like button and do subscribe, as well as turning on the bell icon to be notified for more videos like this one. But this is what the final result looks like. I absolutely love these nails. So let me know which one of these nails was your favorite down below, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.